on the run from inside his own 5. The coverage team maintained his discipline, not much doing on that return. The Ducks offense will have the first possession of the game. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Snags it down the right side. Run past midfield. Finally stopped at the 42, and that's the kind of chunk play that gets drives going.
Obviously, massive play by the offense, picking up a big first down on an explosive. But, David, third down defense, it's one thing to allow a first down, but you've got to make tackles.
On the sweet spin, and he's free. Hits the accelerator to the right. Touchdown, Oregon! And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we miss time, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now in this defense to tackle.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. So the UCF Knights offense will now get its first chance with the football. Last time we saw these guys, they came out firing. They were up to any challenge offered by the secondary. Any suggestions on how to prevent that from happening again this week?
And it's tough to have that great of a QB and that great of a wide receiver, but you definitely have to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Jam him, mess up the timing. Their chemistry and timing with this elite QB and elite receiver is really good. Jesse, I got to mess it up somehow.
And you just have to take calculated risks, right? Every defensive coordinator wants to be aggressive, and you want to press him and play press man, but you can only do it a handful of times because you know in this game, when the quarterback sees that isolated matchup, there is no question he's going to take a shot deep down the field to that guy.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
And David, when you're playing on the road, how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond, and the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop them.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
But he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. Could not make his way to the corner.
Yeah, and we talk about tackling as a defense all the time. Third down, money down, they catch the football.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Raiola to throw for it on fourth. Not going to get there, and the decision to go for it on fourth down does not work.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the fourth down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
RPO complete to open the drive. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. The Ducks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Out of the gun, they give to the back. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line. While the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint, the Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the field like they'll have today.
Yeah, and the Big Ten's kind of taking what the Big Ten wants and expanding and not really worried about anybody else. So if I'm the Big 12, I'm like, yeah, you ain't worried about me, but you're going to worry about me today and on the field, and I can make a statement and prove to some of the true blue bloods in the Big Ten.
I just love the stylistic matchup in this one too, right? You think about the Big Ten running the football, defense, physical, and then Big 12 wide open, up-tempo, air raid offense. This one's going to be fun.
Caught in the backfield, it's Hampton. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. He'll try to get to the marker himself. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. And the Ducks trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Got it back on 2nd and goal. just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
And, man, you see it so many times, man. These crossing routes, like, it doesn't matter if it's zone or if it's man. Like, zone, you find the hole. Man, you run away from guys. And if you put the ball on the money, just like the QB did right there, that's what happens. The yards after the catch, man. You can keep going. Guys are so spread out, and you can make big plays on this offense.
Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
Here's Raiola to throw. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down. Now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Got his man. On the move at the 30. He'll come through on third down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
Okay, here's the bad news. They're down by a lot of points really early in this game in the first quarter. The good news is there's a lot of football left. The better news, they finally get a big play through the air. That's the kind of play that can spark some confidence and completely turn this thing around. They got to keep that up.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Farmer. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They didn't quite get organized in time. They'll call a timeout with just 3 seconds remaining on the play clock. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
You see the offense trying to dial up the quick game there with the RPO, and I like the idea of trying to get playmakers the space out at the right flat of the field, see what can happen, but you need a more accurate throw.
They're in the gun. Here's Dylan Raiola on third down. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. He'll be stopped right there. They threw it short of the goal line, and now they've got some ground to cover on fourth down.
And I like when offenses understand, man. When I get down here in this part of the field really shrinks in the red zone. Get the ball to your playmaker, and sometimes he'll make things happen. And he did there. Got a nice gain, didn't get in the end zone. Now your decision. What do you want to do on fourth down?
Quarterback changing the play. Dropped it, just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. Pushes forward for a pickup of 3. They'll mark it at the 8.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Maybe some room here. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down. The Ducks want to move quickly.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Caught over the middle. It's Robinson.
Yeah, this is simple pitch and catch. Quarterback and wide receiver have done this 4 million times in the offseason. He catches, waits for him to take a couple steps, boom, fires it right on his chest. They can complete this probably with their eyes closed. They've ran this route so many times together.
Burrowing for yardage. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up 4th down as this defense makes a play. The Ducks will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll see where the officials spot it, but they certainly gave them no opportunity for a return. UCF hoping to get things rolling here on offense. A really disappointing end to that last drive, David. Getting stopped on 4th and goal, they'll try to regroup. Makes the catch, and he's free. Out of bounds at the 18, and that is just what they needed to get it away from their own end zone.
And that is exactly what you want to get accomplished coming out of your own end zone, man. You don't want to hold on that ball too long. Get rid of it. Throw it to your running back. Nice job getting north and south, getting some positive yards, and getting out of the shadow of your own end zone.
He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
Man, that's so frustrating, and it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Raiola makes the grab.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
The Knights in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Raiola. Rush right in his face. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you could tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Makes one man miss. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
I think a big key in this team's success today has been their ability to run the football. They've been able to just hand it off and go churn out yards. They've had this defense on their heels all game long. It's given them a big cushion in this game so far. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
Second down, gonna throw it. Hauls it in. Makes the grab, it down immediately. He picks up a few.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Quite a bit of work to do on third down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. It's broken up and almost intercepted in the end zone. It'll be fourth down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. And this one is perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Hey, guys, here on the ninth sideline, I can tell you this crowd has played a factor early in this game. On the road, in a hostile environment, they have not been able to get going in this game. They have failed to score, not productive on their early drives, and they are talking about how the crowd noise is impacting them. I see them talk to each other, trying to tighten things up with the line of scrimmage. This is a factor. This crowd is making a big difference here so far. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Throwing Raiola right down the middle. He's got it. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Knights come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Using his legs, it's Simon. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. Firing to the right, complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. They're in the gun. Here's Dylan Raiola. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Now Oregon will call its second timeout. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this fourth down. The kick is on its way. Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. Let's go to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Guys, here on the Ducks sideline, there is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered, just going over 100 yards already in this game. I expect them to continue to feed him the ball. I'll keep you posted from down here on the sidelines. Back to you guys.
Okay, Holly. Long way to go on 2nd down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
On third down, he drops to throw. Looking for a huge play. Makes a grab down the middle. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
And some offenses you'll see, they'll get conservative right before the half, especially with the lead. Take it to the half, and you know you're in good shape. I love it with this offense, man. No, we're not done yet. Like, we trust our guys. Trust your QB there to make a play, and he does. Big play down the field. Already leading, and now hungry for some more points.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. And the Ducks headed quickly to the line. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Splits the uprights. Good. And now the lead is even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. The Ducks will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. From deep, it's Williams. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. Holly, what did you find out coming out of halftime?
I caught up with the Ducks head coach coming out of the locker room at the half. They are really thrilled with how their defense is playing so far. They knew coming in that they had a really tough opponent in the wide receiver on the other team, somebody who could change a game with one route. But their defense has been stout and solid. We'll see if they can continue to do that here as that wide receiver gets the ball here to start the second half. Back to you.
All right, Holly. Well, after not getting a thing done on first down, it's second and long from the 24. Here's Raiola to throw. Look out! He's going to take off. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Gets the back moving. From the gun on third down, Raiola. Fires quickly. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
And that's an interesting choice for this offense, and specifically for the quarterback, man. Fourth down, throwing the ball underneath the stick. When you're not getting a first down, you got to put that ball on the money, have your guy with...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Trying to do it himself. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the fourth down, and it paid off. Do you think that was a straight go, or they just sort of went with gut feel as to whether the defense was going to relax on that 4th and 1?
I don't know, but I know this. As a coach, I'm not giving a lot of freedom for gut will on their own side of the field if we're going to go for it on 4th down. I think they probably understood. Listen, it's 4th. I like our chances to get 1 yard, and they went for it, and by the way, they got it.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know we only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do, and when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that
play. He's changing the play. Raiola from the gun on 3rd down. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces the 4th down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing. We're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. 4th down, Raiola throws to the wideout. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on 4th.
What a big stop for this defense in the second half around midfield. You can set your offense up for success right here on this drive by getting that big 4th down stop.
Got him downfield. Touchdown, Ducks! And the beatdown has ensued.
And another good touchdown drive by this offense. And how about the start to the season? Blowout win in game 1. Blowout win looking like in game 2. This unit's clicking. They're looking like a team that will be reckoned with when the playoffs start late in the year.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Danzy. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Split backs here. Straight ahead, it's Charles. Good pickup on the ground there. Give him 5 to the 16-yard line.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
I'll tell you, this running back, he is running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats in the run game.
Here's Raiola to throw. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
Short pass. Touchdown, Ducks! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Raiola. Here comes the heat. And it's a sack.
Well, this offense keeps giving up sacks, and they keep finding themselves in situations like this, 3rd and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the 3rd downs manageable. So moving forward, whether it's running the football on 1st and 2nd or throwing short passes earlier in the drives, they've got to change things up because taking sacks like this is killing this offense.
The Knights decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He's got great speed. Still on his feet. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute there.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
To the air, it's Duckworth. Gonna let it fly. Caught. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon!
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
And the extra point splits the uprights. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Throwing Raiola. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Simon. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Third and long coming up. Changing the routes with his receiver. Trying to convert the 3rd down. Here's Raiola. He's got it. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? Always great to build momentum with an early season victory. Let's take a look at what's in store coming up next week. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He was draped all over him as soon as he caught the ball. Knocked him down behind the line, and they get the stop on fourth down. This offense has it with really good field position. Working the ground game. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. From the gun. Throws toward the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Knights start this drive as the offense looks ready to go. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The Knights with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Here's Raiola to throw. Escapes the pressure going right. Slings it downfield. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Unleashes one deep. In the end zone, he's got it! Touchdown, Ducks!
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
The returner will field it and try to get some field position. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Incomplete. They fought for it, but it just squirted harmlessly to the ground.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
Pulls and fired complete. He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26.
Hey, man, that's a frustrating end to that play. And I say that, man, because you need to give me everything you have. Like, I can't run out of bounds. I got a chance to maybe get the first down.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Raiola to throw for it on 4th. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down, and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Hands it off. Hit and dropped in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. There he goes. Touchdown, Oregon. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
Well, we talked a little bit about this defense and just how special they are. We've seen them dominate this game. They've held the opponent to 0 points. You now have the insult to injury with the pick six. They have dudes. They have better athletes than you do on that side of the football. That's been showing itself all game long.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. UCF hoping to get things rolling here on offense. So this offense has done nothing. No points on the board, and right now it's just about trying to save face. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Handoff again. He's got the first down. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Simon. Still on his feet at the 45. He's running free down the middle. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Knights! And the point after is good. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it's finished off with that thrilling 56-yarder for the score. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
And listen, you start to get desperate, right? Late in the game, it's in the 4th quarter. You know, I got to steal a possession somehow, some way, and you got to pull the trigger and kick an onside, something you feel good with. They tried. Unfortunately, they failed, and this game's going to get difficult now even more down the stretch.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe.
And that's a live ball behind the line. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games, that loses games, and that is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
Oh, he's got some space. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. The Knights just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. They'll move the tight end. Play fake. Carr. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed some throws, and as a result, in the 4th quarter, they barely have 100 yards passing, and that's why they're losing.
Making the adjustment. Carr. Quick completion on the out route. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone.
Nice pitch and catch there from QB to wide receiver. Great job. An out route is all about timing. 1, 2, 3, boom, break out, throw it to him right now. Great pitch, great catch.
Now the toss. I'm sorry you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift, a late touchdown.
And the offense doing a nice job mixing the option play on that drive. They're able to get the defense outflanked. Nice decision by the QB, pitching it outside wide, and the running back using his speed.
The deficit is huge, this one is all, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Well, trailing by as much as they are here in the 4th quarter, no big surprise. They're going to go onside kick, and obviously their opponent was ready for it. They hop on the football, and they're going to ice this game.
Holly, what update do you have for us?
Checking in from the Oregon sideline. This offense has been a big storyline here today. We did not expect them to be so proficient against one of the top defenses in the country, but here we are. A big blowout. They have the ball and the lead. Coaches keep talking to the players about finishing strong. We'll see if they're able to keep up that momentum here today and get the upset. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Holly.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. The ride. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off. And he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
With the clock running, this should be the final play.
Here we go, ready.
Environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes